All right, good afternoon. Welcome to New York session. I hope you're all doing well. Okay, so let's start with the dollar index and yeah, let's start with the dollar index and we will go through all the other currencies. I think dollar index is waiting for the CPI news. That is why price has not moved yet. And I believe they're gonna send it up into 102 to 102.20 to 102.40. Basically, this imbalance in here, they're gonna send price in there. But if they manipulate to the downside first, then we are likely going to dip into this fair value gap here and then send it higher. So at 130 we will see how price will be delivered. Would they send it straight up or would they come down first? Now if they come down first, we would want to anticipate a quick rejection. Okay, if they come down first, we want to anticipate a quick rejection and then send price towards the 102 level. So all eyes on the news event that is coming, so that we can that's what is gonna give us momentum, because right now, after the move that happened yesterday, after the move that happened yesterday, we need something else to push price, and I think the news event would be the right thing for price to go. Now, looking at this H4 candle, it looks like price is actually primed to do that, right? We talked about this type of candles, so let's expect a move to the upside. If you look over here, we actually gap down, so that would be a nice level to keep an eye on. When the news comes out and we trade through it, it can come back to it and then expand higher. So Euro, be expecting a continuation to the downside as well. Downside objective will be 106.50 and then 102 1.102. Maybe we might dip up into this fair value gap as well before sending it down. So when the news comes, we will observe it and then see where they manipulate first. If they manipulate up first, we will wait for a rejection and then we send it lower. But if they go straight down, that's fine, because you're expecting lower prices. We are in May, all right, and like I said, May is a seasonal move for the foreign currencies to go down. Okay, so you have this high, you have this low, you're coming back down into pullback. So this is the range price is currently within. So 50%, right? And then OTE somewhere here. And that is where I think price is going. And with this news, maybe they might pull back into the gap and then go down, or just send it aggressively down. I would like the pullback first, because if it pulls back, it gives us the opportunity to get in, to move with it. If it drops, then that's fine. British pound, same thing. It's actually a better pair to consider, simply because it's pulled back a lot. Okay, it's going up. It's pulled back a lot, so this high to this low, that's the imbalance, and we are in that. Okay, and then within it, I think I've taught it that you can refine it and drop down to lower time frame, and then you can, based on time. Okay, so it's not time yet. The time will be from 1:30 to 4. Okay, so you highlight that, and then this one here. Yesterday was Monday, so we had between 1:30 and 4 from here, and then you can see we had that just movement. So same thing today, between 1:30 and 4, wherever price will find itself, you're gonna anticipate going down. So I like the protraction that's happening, I like the pullback that's happening. All right, next will be Australian dollar. On the Australian dollar, this on the H4 looks high, low, pull back into order block. And then now, yesterday I actually made a mistake with the pound Aussie, expecting it to come and attack this low. The weekly time frame was suggesting we are likely going to take out the previous week high first, because we rejected a previous week low. So I made a mistake by calling for the lower prices to attack this equal low. I think it's gonna go for this high, so you can look for a buy to go up there. This was a pullback. Now once we take out the high, then we can make a run for the low. So I guess that's why this one didn't work out. So that's my fault. I did not check the weekly time frame. So I'm looking for a run up here. Okay, and looking at where the Australian dollar is right now, that can be possible, because if you look at the high to the low, we've pulled back into premium, and we are likely going to either stall, which is don't move, or we move down. That's the possible direction for the Australian dollar. Okay, so if you look at the daily, right, we rejected, we've created equal lows in here, so we are likely gonna come back down. New Zealand dollar similar, this high to this low, we are pulling back into premium, and then we will resume going lower based on the higher time frame. We might pull back and then go up again. Ultimately, this pair will go back up. I think it will trade today's candles low. but it's gonna depend on how we trade inside this fair value gap. For this week, we're expecting lower prices as dollar expands up, so we can look for a continuation once we get into discount, preferably here, that last up candle over there. Now, all that I'm saying can be reversed if dollar index rejects and start going lower. Now let's go back. If we reject and we start going lower, then this will resume going up, but as it stands, lower prices it is. Okay, watch this pair. If we can close above previous day's high today, then it will resume the up movement for the equal high, this one and that one. Dollar yen, I'm looking for a continuation to the upside. This equal high will be the target, so look for a continuation to the upside. Dollar CAD is similar. You're gonna look for a continuation to the upside. In terms of entries, I think we've just missed it. We had an immediate close over here, but have this on your chart in case they manipulate down first, right? Then you can keep your stop loss below this down candle and then expect them to expand higher. If they don't, then they'll use this down candle to send it up 50% level. First, it will be here to close in the gap, and then a continuation to the upside. The Aussie CAD, let's go to the daily. Yeah, so it has kind of sustained the gap here, so I think it will trade for this high. It will trade for that one. If we get the close, then you can look for 0.90455 as the next upside objective on Aussie CAD, provided we close bullish today. It doesn't have to really close above the high because we've rejected the imbalance and we are through the up candle, so definitely looks like they will go up there. This might be a gap that price can retrace back to and then send it up there. There's actually a news event on the Australian dollar, early hours in the morning, the wages price index, and then yeah, that's what it's let me check it again. Yes, early hours tomorrow morning, wages price index. So that can be like a reason, a smoke screen for them to use to send price up. So just keep this pair also in mind. Now let's go to gold. So gold, I'm expecting a drop to attack this low and dip into this weekly imbalance. From this fair value gap, we need to drop. It can do it at 130 with the CPI news. Can I take a sell on this? If you want to, you can place your stop loss above the up candle over here and then aim for that equal lows over there, right? And you can leave something for OTE level. So selling where we are, stop loss here, targeting this low and that OTE level, which comes in at 3179. The target, the main target is 3208. That's the main target. Okay. Okay. Crude oil, I think it. Okay. Crude oil said they are likely gonna go up here after trading through this imbalance, this volume imbalance. They're gonna trade for this high, and it seems to be on course. I think I missed this. I should have bought this myself as well with my stop loss below this down candle, but now it's gone. So I'll have to wait till New York session and then find an entry. There's a New York session gap over here. If we can go through it and then come back, so I'll look for a buy to go up. S&P 500. My network is running slowly. There we go. S&P, I think it's gonna go and make one more time high, but we will see how it will behave itself above the high. I think it's using this gap here. We'll see how it will behave above it. Do we go up and then reject, or do we trade through? Even if we trade through, I don't think it's got much in terms of upside to go. Okay, it hasn't got much in terms of upside to go. There's nothing really here. The only thing that I can see is the weekly fair value gap over there. We've traded to the weekly breaker, so that's why I'm anticipating it to reject. We are also above this area of distribution. Okay, so let's wait and see how price will behave itself when it goes above this high. Now today I'm a bit slow because I do spend time in the early hours in the morning to do stuff. When I say stuff, I spend time in meditating and contemplating and learning and preparing myself for the day. And then sometimes that leaves me drained. So in the morning I tend to have a nap, or I tend to just sleep for a little bit, and that leads me into the session, right? So I slept for maybe an hour or two, and when I wake up I have to straight away come and do the live sessions. It's not every day. I don't do it every day. I do it every now and then. So that's the position I find myself in today. That's why I'm a bit slow, because you know, the body is willing. I'm sorry, the soul is willing, but the body is tired. Okay, so yeah, if you find me slow today, that's the reason why. It's because I spent some time overnight, looking at things that can help you. But maybe I might not talk about that today, because there's a lot in my mind I want to discuss. But I'll discuss them at the right time. Okay, I think we have about 5 minutes before the news release, so let's quickly go on to the crypto market and see if we can go through them as quick as possible. Yesterday we had a rejection, not the best in the world, but it's understandable, because this level, as I mentioned since we got up here, is gonna struggle, and that is why once this level is breached, you're gonna see some incredible up candles shooting up. This is the quote unquote resistance level that price needs to break through. Once we break through it, then it'll be like free flow to the upside. Okay, Solana, I think they came back down to dip into that gap, which is great, because that's reaccumulation taking place in here. So expect a continuation to the upside. We are still aiming for that area. It's 2220 level. Bitcoin is doing the same thing, reaccumulating, and you want to see it go up. Okay, it's a manipulation for the week. Monday market opens, Mondays drop, Tuesday drop, and then we expand up. So this is normal. Okay, anyone that thought Bitcoin is done going up doesn't understand the power of 3. So we just manipulate and then expand. So expect a continuation to the upside. Ethereum, same thing. We're gonna be expecting them to reach for the 50%, 2748. That's the objective for now, and there is an auto block here, the last up candle right there. So that will be your target for now, and then we will see what will happen after, once we get there. Hype, same thing. I think they're all doing the same thing. We pull back into the gap, rejecting. So 28.43 is the next upside objective. XRP, much better, because we had a down candle here. I think XRP will be the trade. If you want to take a trade, XRP will be the best, because we can protect ourselves with this down candle. So look for XRP to shoot up from where we are. Tatsuo is also doing great. We have a down candle here, pulling back, and then expect expansion. As I've said, this level is where price is going, 0.030. That's the drawn liquidity. So just sit tight and let price deliver there. And then finally, Chachki, we traded through this. I think is a pullback. It's gonna expand one more time up, or quote unquote it's a reaccumulation taking place in here. So we are at the right place for an entry. For those of you interested in Chachki, we are at the right place for the buy to continue going up. All right, so that is that for the cryptos. Let's move our attention back to the dollar index and then watch how the CPI is gonna affect price in the next 20 seconds. Now I'm gonna mute myself and observe it, and then we'll come back maybe after 2, 3 or 5 minutes. It depends. Okay, so I'll see you soon. Okay, it seems not quite what I expected. I expected a gigantic candle, big one, but it seems that wasn't the case. So very disappointing, but it is what it is. Okay, now if you go back to the daily, that could mean something else. It could mean that they are reaccumulating today, and then tomorrow we go up. But it's still early because New York has now started. So, and Mr. Trump, I was going to say Minister Trump. Mr. Trump can also intervene and then send it up for us with a tweet. So whatever happens, you're looking for higher prices. Okay. So yeah, I think they might be doing it now. So That's good. Okay, so for British pound, watch this down candle. Watch this low. I think I like the British pound more. If you lose this low, then there's clean lows down here. Okay, I think it was disappointing, but what can we do? We also have to rely on what price gives us, and this is what is given, so we have to take it. I don't think smart money is in here yet. Wait for some time, let them give you a proper displacement. Once this displays, it's gonna leave a fair value gap. A pullback to it, it's your cue or it's your signal to look for the buy to continue going up. Okay, and then you just invest it with the euro, with the New Zealand. I like the New Zealand dollar for a sell, and then with the pound. All right, so that's pretty much it for now. I'll see you all tomorrow same time. Hopefully we get a better price action so we can do something, because this is not the best price action in the world. The price has now moved into a sideways, so let's wait and see. Okay, maybe they might not even move price today and then use tomorrow's news, because there's another news event tomorrow. Let me see. Actually not tomorrow, it's Thursday unemployment change. So unemployment claims. Okay, so they might move it tomorrow, not today. So yeah, let's wait and see. Okay guys, just go out and have fun, because there's nothing really to do here. I think price is now flat after yesterday's big movement that happened, right? Gapped up. Majority of what is supposed to happen for the week has already happened on Monday, so anyone coming in now will be late to the party, and they want to keep them in a consolidation. So be careful out there. All right, enjoy the rest of your day guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.